challenge ahead, hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard was recognized as one of the NBA's 75 greatest. Coach Ty Lue says to go from being a 15th pick to that means a lot. It's a tribute to his hard work and dedication. And Leonard credits that work ethic to his dad. He says, "I try to play as hard as I can each night. That's what my father wanted me to do." Kevin?
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one spot. And for the Clippers, out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Highland in at the point. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Pass to Powell. Here's Highland. Offline with his three. Now here's Gobert. Out to the right wing. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Edwards looking it over. And the pass to Conley. 3 on the clock. Drops in the tray.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Outside, George. Pass to Highland. Outside, George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Paul George. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Conley. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis. But this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
Now here is Conley. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Zubac. Over Conley. Zubac no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. from downtown. Offensive rebound. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Here's Highland. 9 points last game out. Here's Leonard. Powell trying to free himself up. McDaniels in the post. Defended by George. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Highland passes to Leonard. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Edwards can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Powell the pass to Highland. Here's Edwards, and it's sent back by George.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
That shot off the mark, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
Here's Highland. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Highland passes to Pop. And here is Zubac. Pass to Highland. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota leading by 7. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Highland. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Edwards. He feeds it to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here we can check out the story for Ivica Zubac. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And the first one drops. At this point of the year, right before the playoffs, Doris, is anyone really playing at 100%? And is anyone really healthy?
Kevin, it's an interesting question because the 82-game season is a real grind, and inevitably there's bumps and bruises, sometimes more serious injuries. The key is, can teams find the appropriate balance between being rested and being ready? And some coaches will tell you they'd rather be rested than ready. Guys, you have to remember, when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force, but it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
By Leonard.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back, Kawhi.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And making a statement right away, letting them know that they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's George. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles on D. They trail by 6. Now here's Conley. Defense is right there. 8 feet away. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Towns with the steal. Conley left side. Left side, Towns. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Highland. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Zubac. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Tipped away. Edwards, the bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Milton. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, the ability to consistently touch paint is impressive. What a driver.
The pass to Milton. Reed with it. A floater. Out to Edwards. Towns trying to get open. Edwards can't hit.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Passes it to Reed. They need this one. Shoots over Powell, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold. Oh, such nice touch on that turnaround jumper. That was smooth.
For 3, Edwards. Excellent D there from George.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Powell, the pass to Plumlee. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Towns. And it's Noel in for Edwards. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Alexander Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Milton with it. Pass to Noel. Over Westbrook. Misses off the left iron. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, Kevin, a ton of tension in that one. The fans were kind of on the edge of their seat right up until the end. And I tell you what, those are the kinds of games you love to be a part of, but man, do you hate to lose them. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Minnesota calls timeout. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. So it's the Timberwolves now, trailing by 2. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Noel. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Mann passes to Leonard. Anderson with the block. And they'll keep possession. The shot's good from Plumlee. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Now, here's Milton. D right on him. The pass to Noel. No good, unable to end this run. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Westbrook. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got 5 rebounds tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Knocked away. Paul George with the steal. Bounce pass from Westbrook. Ball stolen. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Milton the pass to Noel. Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Passes to Plumlee. Down low. And that one's good. Westbrook. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about the high-flying antics of Russell Westbrook? The alley-oop. My goodness, that's pretty.
Here's Noel. 9 points last game out. Pass to Milton. Here's Noel. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Robert Covington comes in for George. Pass to Milton. Five to shoot. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. In the corner, it's Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From deep three-point range, Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Timberwolves trail by 6.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Here's Highland. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the pass to Covington. Here's Highland. Covered by Conley. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. Another shot, Covington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Gobert finds Conley. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Highland. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Passes it to Morris. Shoots over Towns.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Towns. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Edwards. Launches it.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Driving to the basket. Towns with the steal. No one near Conley as he lets it go. The kick out to Towns. Now the pass to Edwards. Misses off the right iron. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Powell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Powell's got his first points of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Powell against Edwards. 7-foot shot. Edwards with another miss. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Highland. Drains it from beyond the arc. Highland's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Passes it to Towns. There's McDaniels. And Covington sends it back. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Highland. Pass to Covington. To the inside. Stolen by Conley. Here's McDaniels with the drive. That one drops for him. McDaniels got his second basket.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside Covington. Clock at 4. Highland passes to Covington. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Morris trying to free himself up. Highland misses.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Doris, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Now here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
George looking around. And here is Zubac. Pass to Highland. From deep. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
There's the pass to Gobert. Powell against Edwards. Shoots over Powell. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 5. Poked away. Stolen by Michael Conley. Towns finds Edwards. Off target with his 3.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Towns with it. George picks him up. Towns, no luck. LA has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And here's Leonard from 3. That one doesn't go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And the rejection by Towns. Here's McDaniels. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 3-point lead. Pass to George. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Michael Conley. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards finds McDaniels. Back to Edwards for the 3. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 11 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Driving inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook. And you look at Anthony Edwards, and G.A., he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
That free throw missing. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Westbrook scanning the floor. Here's Leonard. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the offensive effort pays off for Kawhi Leonard. Right now, getting the defense into the mid-range area and then rise and fire.
Pass to McDaniels. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Now a 17-point game for him in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And I'm not sure how they're in front right now. I mean, it's not easy to give the ball up as much as they have and still be ahead.
The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Unloads. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Mann. Nifty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves trail by 5. They get a hand on it. Here's Noel. He's covered by Westbrook. Passes to Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards kicks to Anderson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Mann. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Mann's got 4 points this quarter.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Edwards inside. Here's Reed. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Driving the lane. That one goes in.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Noel.
One shot.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Over Westbrook. And that one goes long.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:46 left now here in the second. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Timberwolves hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today. The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Now here's Westbrook. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. Outside, George. Pass to Plumlee. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Milton. And here's Edwards. 3-pointer. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Milton.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Plumlee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Boy, when Russell Westbrook is attacking and getting downhill, forget about it. The fouls are going to come on the defense.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
This guy is not only incredibly talented, but Russell Westbrook has been a tireless worker, almost obsessive in improving his craft.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Robert Covington comes in for Plumlee, and Morris subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And both free throws good for Westbrook.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Milton the pass to Alexander Walker. Good work defensively by Morris.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And that one's good, George.
Well, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Westbrook. With 4 seconds on the clock. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin. Getting the points there from Alexander Walker. Covington wide open. He fires. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Zoo, facing a stout defense like this, what do you guys need to do to be effective?
You know, we look to play in a fast pace, run the floor, run pick and roll, hard defense, and, you know, we're playing good defense so far.
And the results speak for themselves with that. Thanks very much, man. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Clippers?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taken a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have a second.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Right now, they're shooting in the low 30s from the outside. In today's style of perimeter offense, that's not enough to force the defense to expect. They have to work on getting better quality shots.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from George.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Timberwolves trail by 7. So with Westbrook on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. And it's Highland in at the 1.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
To the middle, Towns with the steal. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Highland. The shot's good. Highland's got 10.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Timberwolves trail by 4. They push it up 4 on 3. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
George with the ball. 12 points for him. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively. Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Here's Powell, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. 6 to shoot. Back to George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Well, the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Clippers with the ball. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
On offense, here are the Clippers. Big stretch here going 10-2. George against Towns. Down low. Leonard kicks to Powell. Plays it up and banks it in. Powell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now, here's George. McDaniels defending. And the pass to Powell. Leonard dishes to George. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Passes it to Towns. 17-foot shot on the way. Buries the jump shot. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
If you look at his offensive rating, Towns one of the best to ever do it. That means the jump shot is key.
Outside, George. Pass to Highland. Can he keep it going? That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 14 points for him.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And here's Gobert. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. McDaniels passes to Conley. Now Towns on deep. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Highland. 14 points for him. That's a 2 from Powell. That misses off the backboard. Timberwolves trail by 7. Feeds to Conley. The kick out to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Conley. Here's Noel. Let's go. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Highland misses.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. Cuts off the pass. Powell kicks to Leonard. Back to Powell. Here's the three. And McDaniels with the block. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Leonard. Robert Covington comes in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Norman Powell. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Towns. To the paint. Pass to Reed. The three. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And the Clippers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Highland. 14 points for him. Pass to Westbrook. Six on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
Westbrook kicks to Morris. Here's Mann, defended by Milton. To stop the drought, it's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
For the lead, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now Westbrook. He's got 11. Dishes to Covington. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Morris. Clock at 6. Here's Mann, and he dunks it down.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And there's the pass to Noel. Now, here's McDaniels. The putback, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 17 now. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Some changes for Minnesota. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Noel. So it's the Timberwolves now. Milton the pass to McDaniels. Back to Milton. Now here's McDaniels. 6 points for him. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Outside Covington.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
The first free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Island's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Think about Robert Covington's path to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Minnesota working with a new shot clock. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Highland. He's got 14. Up top, Morris. Shoots it. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves trail. On the wing, Milton. Buries the long-range jumper. Milton's got 11.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Passes it to Covington. Morris outside. Back to Covington. Lets the three fly. They get it again with the fadeaway. Yep, it counts. Plumlee's got his second bucket tonight, and not even three-quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Left side, Westbrook. Morris dishes to Westbrook. Takes it out to Covington. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Edwards, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 1:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Milton finds Reed. McDaniels passes to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter. The Clippers trail. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. To the inside. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. First free throw is good. Paul George is checked in for Mason Plumlee. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. That one is no good.
That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Edwards with another miss. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And George kicks to Westbrook. Back to George. Just 4 to shoot. No good with the triple. Tipped away. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now, here is George. McDaniel's defending. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
Here is Conley. He kicks it to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
No good on the free throw.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
He hits the second from the line. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Highland. Inside, here's Powell, and he makes good on the layup.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, pretty play.
And Minnesota has possession. Bounce pass Conley. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. And it's Edwards, top of the key. Shoots over Powell.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get with his man and contest shots? That's good.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Leonard against Towns. Here's George. 6 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And that's now 20 points for George. And another great look at the 2K drive. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Pass to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Powell. Edwards can't hit. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Highland. Makes it off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Edwards passes to Conley. Here's McDaniels. And they recover it. Here's Towns. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Leonard against Towns. Leonard the pass to Highland. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Now, here's McDaniels. George with the ball. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Highland. Leonard trying to break free. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 10. Highland passes to Leonard. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Conley's shot is off. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 15-5 run here. And the dunk by Powell.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender. Norman Powell on the dribble drive. Okay, I see you.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Outside Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. He dishes it to Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. Passes to Highland. Edwards against Powell. In the corner, George with it. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Pass to Leonard. To the inside. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Powell with the steal. The feed to George. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Right side, Leonard. 6 to shoot. Over Towns.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And here is McDaniel. Now Edwards. From 11 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Edwards got 11 points here in just the second half. Clippers leading by 10. Now, here's George. Down low. Here's Powell. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Conley. And it's sent back by George. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Russell Westbrook in for Los Angeles. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed's checked in. Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Outside Westbrook. It's Powell on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the wing 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. That one wide left. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Zubac finds Westbrook. Powell with it for 3. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Norman Powell with the 3. Powell's got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside Conley. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. Now here's Edwards. Outside, Towns. Conley can't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Stolen by Conley. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Clippers leading by 10. Zubac, that's good.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside,
He's just been a slasher tonight, always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. And he stays with it.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Here's Highland. Covered by Conley. To the middle. Looking to get back on track here. That one doesn't drop. Empty that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 10. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Highland. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Reed with the block. They retain possession. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Towns.
You can see the wide variety of ways that Karl Anthony Towns can put points on the board. There isn't an aspect of the offensive end of the floor that he doesn't do well.
Now, here's Zubac. Back to George. Leonard trying to break free, and it's George finishing it off.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Paul George.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. .17 seconds left in the game. Towns, no luck.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.